Happy new month. Wonderful people, you're welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders and newsstands, I am Christian. Chugo on this wonderful edition of the program. Yes, we are here at the bus stop this morning, at the bystand this morning to get the view and also to get our analysts look at the reports that we have on the newspaper this morning. Let's take a look at the newspaper headlines. But today is the 1st of November 2022. We are gradually getting to the end of the year. And once again, I'll say Happy New Year. Yes, good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Agwebo Imafidon. You're a great man for what you've done. God bless you, Mr. Agwebo Imafidon. Yes, always early every morning. And many others this morning. I greet you all. I greet you all. Thank you for being part of this wonderful program and also supporting us with your likes and also your viewership one way or the other. I'm Christian Chuku. I'll say, yes, sir. You're welcome to the program this morning. Yeah, let's go straight to what we have. I have with me the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper this morning. I also have the Nigerian Tribune. The Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Yes, let's start with the Nigerian Tribune this morning. But before we start, well, we received the news this morning, a report this morning, that the son of Davido, the son he had with Chioma, passed on. He was drowned in a swimming pool. That is a very, very sad news this morning. May he so rest in perfect peace. So far, the police has made some arrests and there's investigation on the matter. Yes, Godwin Wenzema, good morning, and Paul Chukwani, good morning. God bless you all for being part of the program this morning. Let's start with the Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune, construction of $1.5 billion Lekki Port completed. Lekki Freeport Terminal takes over. Lekki Freeport Terminal takes over. Yes, gunmen abduct 4 Ibadan-bound travelers in Ekiti State. Gunmen abduct 4 Ibadan-bound travelers in Ekiti State. 2 killed in fresh attack in Plateau. Yes, 2 killed in fresh attack in Plateau. Kidnappers' bullets left skin-deep wound on my head, says Agbaje, ex-UI Deputy Vice Chancellor. The kidnappers' bullet left a skin-deep wound on his head. That's what he said. Police mom on ransom, 5 others still in captivity. Police mom on ransom, 5 others still in captivity. Yes, the main headline on the Tribune this morning on the U.S. security alert, needless, no cause for alarm. That is from a NSA, National Security Advisor. He said the U.S. security alert is needless and there's no cause for alarm. Many asking, why did the president suddenly travel out of the country? Why did the president suddenly travel out of the country? Yes, it was said that he traveled out on a medical trip. According to Monguno, that is the National Security Advisor, I would like to assure all the citizens of this country that any exaggerated sense of insecurity and hype about a disintegration of our security forces, intelligence agency is unfounded. The issue of Nigerians being made to panic is unnecessary. I want to dispel any illusion about any heightened sense of insecurity. It is false. It is irresponsible for anybody to give that signal. That's from Moguno. This morning, Buhari leaves for medical checkup in the UK. Buhari leaves for medical checkup in the UK, having attended a police conference in Imo State and also met with security chiefs yesterday. After that, he left for medical check-up. Yes, let's look at the president's medical check-up. If it's a check-up, can't he do that in Nigeria? If it's a checkup, can't he do that in Nigeria? Can he not ask that they import or they bring in a doctor? Yeah. No. They should bring in a doctor to conduct that checkup. I'm just inquisitive. They should bring in a doctor to conduct that checkup on him. Yes. Says that citizens is not in danger. Situation under control. That is from the NSA. Okay, we are still on the Nigerian Tribune. Miyetti Allah lists conditions for peace in troubled communities. Miesiala lists conditions for peace in troubled communities. Demands gazetting of 450 grazing reserves. Demands the gazetting of 415 grazing reserves. Yes, passengers stranded pay more as bus drivers on their 7-day protest over alleged extortion in Lagos. As Lagos Anglican Bishop Olumaka, Olumakaye dies at 53. Olumakaye dies at 53. Atiku Group faults endorsement of Tinubu in Akure. Atiku Group faults the endorsement of Tinubu in Akure. On Ebola, NCDC warns Nigerians against non-critical travel to Uganda. Let's go to the Vanguard this morning. UK-US terror alert unneeded. Situation not so bad. That is from NSA. UK-US terror alert is not needed. The situation is not so bad. Says that the citizens not in danger. The situation is under control. CDS confirms killing of terrorists who invaded Wawa cantonment in Niger. Traffic jam at National Assembly as Operation Stop and Search commences. Nigeria must not become another Afghanistan. Senator Onwabunwa warns. Yes, the Fantastic Five of the PDP. The picture on the Vanguard, the front page, Fantastic Five of the PDP. We have from the left, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo, Samuel Otom of Benue, Nyesom Ezonwo Wike of Rivers, Okezie Ikpazu of Abia, and Ifeanyi of Enugu State shortly after a meeting in Ibadan, Oyo State. School children, commuters stranded as Lagos Danfo drivers down their tools. Despite challenges, Buhari liberated money from poverty. Wow. Lagos Anglican Bishop manifesto in circulation says it's not approved. Delegate permanent secretary with that. Rest in perfect peace. I have Mazi Chigozie this morning. The information came to me as a shock, and what the surprise, what the a promising young man.
Yeah, good morning, esteemed fans, and happy new month. With deep sadness, we received the death or sudden, will it call it departure or what? But sometimes there are some news that we don't need to hear, especially when it has to do with young promising child like Ifeanyi, Davido. But all this, I don't know why. Well, I don't apportion blame to anyone, but the parents would have
You should take responsibility of that.
took the child along wherever they are going. For all this senseless and irresponsible actions, I don't know why should you leave just a boy to the meds. You leave everything to meds. You are going for a party. Is there any wrong? to take your child along with you, just a child. See, that would have avoided, all these very heartbreaking news. I don't like, I'm not comfortable with such news. That should be an act of carelessness, if I may say. That is my opinion. We wouldn't have been in the first place. And in fact, everything now has story they enter. Whether you arrest anybody, that is immaterial. I saw the young guy on the chest of his father swimming. See, I was so happy. Say, wow, this, but oh, nothing good. I forgot that this is Nigeria. Nothing good lasts in this country. So Nigeria have learned to cut the joy of people very short. You see, it's so unfortunate. But that notwithstanding, I have to appreciate God for sparing my daughter. My daughter marks 7 today, and I haven't remembered the very serious challenge she went through when she fell down from the upstairs. God preserved her life. She fell down with her head.
Ahead.
Ahead. And people well thought, even the doctors have given up her survival. You see, it was God. When God said you should leave, nothing can change that. So, and they thought that the thing affected because he was bleeding through the nose and the mouth. And the unfortunate thing is that from 10 p.m. in the night, no, from 10 p.m. because from 7 to 8, we went to a hospital, nearby rushed to hospital, they referred us to another place. By 10 p.m., the person gave us, said we should go and go to, because they don't have something to scan it. From that 10 p.m. to 3:30 a.m., we are canvassing the entire Lagos. Both the military, the Air Force, they don't have any facility. That's why Buhari should travel for medical checkup. You want to check your BP. You flee to UK. Then what are you telling, what message are you passing to the masses? You are telling them to go to hell. You have no confidence in the system called Nigeria, which you preside as the head of state, as the chief or grounding commander. I mean, the medical health facility cannot take care of you. Cannot.
Medical checkup. I agree.
Just a mere checkup. Nigeria has no facility to conduct series of check on the president. Is that what they are telling us? Or they're taking the opportunity to loot Nigeria to stupor? You see? Does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have or cannot employ foreign medical aids in Aso Rock to take care of those minor issues? You can imagine that even people you call your president has no confidence in Nigeria. They don't believe, they don't trust in Nigeria by their actions. You cannot tell me that the American president, Joe Biden, will leave the shores of America to Europe for medical trip. Have you heard that? That's why when people promoting one Nigeria are very mentally screwed.
Nigeria is different from those countries.
Is it? What makes you a third world? That is your mentality. Inability to perceive and to take action, decisive action. Do the right thing. Are they not human beings? They still have the same cerebral. They still have the same composition as humans. What runs in their blood is the same cell that runs through your blood. The same veins that pumps blood and circulate blood. But you choose to be animal as you are animals. You see? So I thank God for surviving, sparing my daughter, and today she marks 7. If not God, it would have been, today would have been a moment of complacency, a moment of sorrow, not just for me, for the entire family. But notwithstanding, we appreciate God. She's doing well. Please help me celebrate the goodness of God, notwithstanding the economic mishap. But we owe God great gratitude.
Okay, this is day 2 of the Danfo drivers, I think, striking in Lagos State. The Lagos State government has said they will have a meeting with them tomorrow and look at the issues.
It is not looking at the issue. This demands urgent attention. This is negligence of decades, intentionally neglected by the government because they are beneficiary of that system, of that extortion. You cannot tell me you subject your supposed citizens to such level of cruelty, making them indirect slaves. People who are working, but at the end of the day have nothing to show for it. While the people who are not working are feeding fats on the labor of those who are eating like elephant. I mean, eating like ants, but working like elephants. So there is no justification on the part of the government to have neglected, of course, the plight of these people for so long that it has acclimatized and become a norm that should be accepted. They see it as a norm that an Aburo man has right to intimidate you, to infringe on your right, to impound on your car, to remove your windscreen, or whatever, to pull out your chairs without any justifiable reason, because the government empowered them. The government gave them the opportunity. This is a part of the world where you have touts, Aburos, commanding powers, commanding authorities, not dedicated to them because of the insincerity on the part of the government. They said this is Lagos, this is mega city. Which of the mega cities in the world you will see Korope, you will see Aburu? Somebody showed me that even the senators, even Joe Biden, UK Prime Minister, can still board train, public train. And you said this is mega city. What makes it mega? Mega in aborology, mega in tautology or tautology, mega in owodology. You see, that is madness, and this is just a jungle, an animal, a slum, an animal kingdom where there is no order or respect to fundamental rights of the people.
Okay.
So it is a welcome step, and I hope that they will sustain this, notwithstanding the, of course, economic consequences it may have, the bearing it might have on the people. But the right thing must be done the right way. We cannot keep quiet. We are just non-entities will continue to override a sense society and subject people to unimaginable cruelty.
The National Security Advisor has come out to say that it's needless. The terror alert from the US, it's needless. There's no cause for alarm.
There is no cause for alarm. The government of Nigeria is releasing world-acclaimed terrorists, world-recognized terrorist groups like ISWAP, Boko Haram. They capture them and they also release them, give them pardon. Where on earth does that happen? Why won't there be terror? Why won't terrorism thrive in Nigeria? This is a government that is, that have a sympathy to terrorism. You cannot tell me in any sense society you capture terrorists in their hundreds, in their thousands, and you let them go. You allow them to integrate into the system, into the society. Why would they constitute nuisance? Why would they constitute a threat to the nation, to the peace of the society? You capture them rather than bringing them to book. When it involves Boko Haram, ISWAP, you know now that it's not a threat to Nigerian sovereignty. But a man who has been, vindicated by the appellate courts of justice, the appeal court, that he is innocent of whatever allegation that was levied against him by the Nigerian state, by the Nigerian appellate court, Mazim Nandikano. You refuse to release him. You refuse to allow the court rulings to talk place to have his way. But now you are now releasing the main Boko Harams so that they will integrate and go and reinforce themselves. But a man who has been justified by the law, you said let the cause of the law prevail. Now that the cause of the law has prevailed, you refuse to allow him to go. Who is now the Boko Haram? No, who is now the Boko Haram? This is very clear. Without messing with who is now the terrorist? A man that is vindicated by the law, established law, conventional law, who has not committed any crime known by the state, which you infringe on his fundamental rights as a human. You extraordinarily renditioned him, and your own court have indicted you for committing such blunder. And yet, you refuse to let him go. Who is a terrorist then? Then you are holding back innocent person and releasing your fellow brother, which are terrorists. Because you are also a terrorist. Because if you are not a terrorist, you will not release a terrorist. You will not treat them with kiss love. Because you know that there are potential threats to humanity. It is a clear indication. So the NSS or whoever should reconsider his position.
Okay.
Because he's also a terrorist, if I'm not mistaken. Because you cannot tell people to keep quiet. You cannot be furnishing your house when the house is on fire. That is just what they are doing. You are changing your cushion. You want to change the wardrobe. When the whole house is already on fire. And you are telling people you shouldn't panic, that this fire will not go anywhere. You want to dismiss the intelligence of the US, military and the intelligence, Burak, the UK. You want to disregard or dismiss them in ignominy. That shows you are a terrorist.
Okay.
Because you cannot dismiss such level of intelligence coming from the US for them to evacuate their citizens because they have, first-hand information on what already has been programmed to take place.
Okay, thank you very
So
much.
for them to say that
it
it is immaterial is up to an extension of the deception. So it's so unfortunate that we have people like this who continue to compromise their position just because of what they want to maintain. Nigeria is a laughing stock to the community of nations.
Thank you very
And
much.
what a shame! This informs, of course, the reason why, of course, Nigeria will never remain the same. This is why, of course, the vindication for the restoration of Nigerian Biafran state have been vindicated. Because this is a lawless state where there is no rule of law, where anarchy prevails, is enthroned. What a shame! Are you in Nigeria?
I have a Edono Lagos. My brother, I always like him for one thing. He said the truth, and we must say the truth. And I like him because this country, you see, what we need now is an action. Let everybody come out and tell Buhari enough is enough. Where is it now? He has traveled.
For medical checkup.
He's just mocking Nigeria. He's mocking us.
Medical checkup. Can't he have that medical checkup in Nigeria?
That is the problem we are saying. Nobody's even talking anything about that. That means if I want to go check up now myself, where do I go? Oh, God, I thank you for giving us breeze and life. I thank you. So Buhari doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in Muhammad Isabi. If he believe those people, there's nothing wrong. We have doctors. We have the best doctors, best nurse. There's nothing wrong for him to check himself in Nigeria here. 419 plenty for government. 419.
Are you saying that the Buhari did not live for medical checkup?
You want to tell me we don't have doctors here? We don't have medical equipment in Nigeria here? They tell you that the man has 4 woefully. Anyway, my name is Lucky Ayaguda, Lagos.
Okay.
I greet everybody.
No cause for alarm. No cause for alarm on the U.S. security alert. That's from National Security Advisor. I would like to assure all the citizens of this country that any exaggerated sense of insecurity, any hype about a disintegration of our security forces, intelligence agencies is unfounded. Moguno is saying that no cause for alarm.
My Nigeria people, the word help me ask Mongunu, where was it when intelligence was given by Nigeria and US, and it's not up to 1 week, 2 weeks, they went to Kuje prison and destroyed that place. Where were Mongunu? Where was it? Was it Nigeria? Let me tell you, I don't disregard anything American. I love America. They have intelligence and everything there. Mongunu is just talking rubbish. Don't know what he's doing. They are fake workmen. He's fake man. The man is fake. I asked you a question that where was it when they went attack a whole prison where we have police, army, Agbero, Navy, Air Force guiding that place. Where was Buhari and Mongunu? Where were they? Attack them. A lot of people flee away, Boko Haram, flee away, bandits, flee away, kidnapper, flee away. Today, they have not arrested anyone. Did they arrest anyone?
They have arrested.
Did they show you?
They arrested, yes, they arrested.
They show you?
They arrested.
Was it show?
Yes.
When Biladi was killed, Ali, we see some pieces of it. Are you getting me? So, Mongunu should pay the shame. They are shameless. Including the #1 president in Nigeria here, telling us that we should not fear. Do you know how many people dying every day? Ordinary water here killing 600 people. You are telling me bandits? Bandits everywhere. Boko Haram everywhere. The one they run away, are they able to catch them? So, okay, do you know kidnapping that is going on every day? Lagos here, between Ogun border and Lagos. 3 days ago they kidnapped. Those are threats. Okay. It don't mean say the whole Nigeria will collapse before they know they will do the right thing. Nigeria is dying under Buhari, under Tinubu, under Asibanjo, under Lai Mohammed. We are dying. Let's say the truth. We are dying.
Nigeria under Tinubu.
Tinubu led us to this mess. Say Buhari is a Messiah. Buhari is a Jesus. Buhari is Muhammad. That Buhari is better than Jonathan. Buhari Jonathan. Buhari will make dollars to 15 naira. Buhari will give everybody 5,000 naira. But he deceives us. Everybody follow. Today, Buhari is not Messiah anymore. Buhari is competent. Buhari is, you see, come, can we hide the truth? The truth must be told.
Okay, Mieti Allah lists a condition for peace in troubled communities. They are demanding gazetting of 415 grazing reserves. I don't get to like
in that area, after all, in the north, they have millions of acres. Why can't they go there and get land for themselves? In Edo, we don't have land.
No, there's land in Edo.
Where? We don't have land in Edo. Water have taken everywhere.
Uromi, there's land in Uromi.
For where Uromi? No land. No. We don't get land for Metiala for Uromi. Please, go to the north. Not have vast lands. Go there. Tinubu will give you land for Lagos. Maybe we evacuate for Bodilon and give the Metiala. We don't get land, though. Metiala. Go to your community. Boronu, Adamawa, Yobe, Niger, Kogi, they have land there. Go there and get your land. We have no land in community. Otherwise, I believe Buhari will do that before we go. But Buhari will not get land though. You can go to your Daura, give me your house, your land there. There is no land for Metiala. Thank you very much. That's my own.
Okay, yesterday's boss issue, protest, Danfo protest. What's your experience?
With the Danfo protest, you do go out and sit down for everywhere. Don't mind them. Hold on. When Yoruba man tell you, sir, we do this, don't leave that area. The majority of the drivers in Lagos are Yoruba people. Are you getting me? Well, look at them. Have you seen any side? This This
Korokwe
Korokwe
is from Danfo.
replaced Danfo. This Korokwe replaced Danfo. So they are the same.
No, no,
They
they are not the same.
there's a red bus, red, yellow bus. They are yellow bus. They can't protest. It's just few of them, the gas, who are interested that some of them are loyal to Oluomo, some of them are loyal to Federal and National Union Committee. So they are two rivals. So all this is they are saying, I want to ask a question now. If they protest today and come and give them what they need now, they are paying heavy money. Will they be able to bring out the cost? No. No fuel. No. Do you know how much I pay to this place every day? Do you know how much I pay? Where is the money? So everybody is suffering it. It's good for them. Say, whether they strike, no strike, no consign me. After all, you see them now very soon now. Tinubu will lie the poster to all the bosses. They will be protesting. Or whether campaign. They are the ones that march 5 million march. Don't forget the same drivers. Oh, Oluomo bring all of them. Go and do 5 million march. They land up their vehicle. They begin sing. Tinubu, Emiloko. In Jesus' name, old men will not take this post 2023. They will not near there if the election will hold. Emiloko. This time around, the youth will come and tell Nigerians the yam where the yam again. But I don't carry out the whole yam. Very soon now, we'll begin import yam for Benin Republic and Togo.
Only for South, he carry the yam now.
Yam not there again now. What I don't
Yam
pack
dey
on.
for Kule village.
Kule, no say Kule. I don't want yam Kule this morning. Kule is like no yam. If Kule know now, after all, the wave has swept all the yam out of the river. Not yam again. No food. Kule, are you not surprised? A bag of rice there for 45,000 naira. Where are we going? Very soon we start eating ourselves, eating human beings. Yes, now.
Okay.
Buhari say very soon now. Anyway, thank you very much. Let me leave on that put there.
Good morning, Oluwawan of the Federal Republic of the Mafiso,
Afa.
one of Ogbaland.
We are the citizens.
Give them the language.
The real citizen of the Federal
Give them
Republic
the
of
language.
Nigeria. The SCHOOLCHILDREN. Here we are again. Thank you, my viewers. Morning everywhere. God bless you as you continue.
Where have you been? There's terror alert.
No, you see,
United Kingdom.
we are the terrorists.
You are not the terrorists.
We are the alata.
Okay, you are the alata.
Alata.
Okay, you are not the
You
terrorists.
understand? Both terrorists,
Because you are looking for
alata,
terrorists. You are looking for
all of them,
terrorists now.
they are the same category. Without terrorists, there will never be alata. Without alata, we will never be terrorists. So they are working hand together. You understand? So they are all just looking for a device to make us to be shaking. So at the end of the day, America, England, they are looking for where Nigeria to be break down. Nigeria can never be break down. You and I have come to the end of the journey. Now we see the end of the road, end of the tunnel, and there must be light in the end of the tunnel. Now light have come. So Americans will not tell us what to do because we have been struggling for the light. So light that come, so we have come from nowhere and not claim the glory. It's a zero language.
So there's no cause for alarm.
No fucking cause for alarm. We have already accomplished our duty.
And what is that duty?
No.
What is
the
the
duty? Is now we have come in a compromise of all Nigeria youths to say this is what we want now. Whether terrorists or not terrorists alert, we have already concluded where we are going 2023.
And where is that place?
That is the promised land. End of discussion to the motherfucking homes, the VIP. They know what belongs to them and they are going home. They are leaving the corridor of power to you and I to occupy what really belongs to us now. This is what is happening. There's a wave of a spiritual revolution that you and I have come to see the really truth. Now is the truth. Now is the end of discussion.
Okay.
Now we see the light.
What happened in your face?
Huh?
What happened in your face?
Okada saw me there in the middle of the night. That was 3-4 days ago.
Have you gone for medical checkup?
No, we don't need medical checkup. We are lying on the forest.
Your president has went for
See,
medical.
Buhari, we know that Buhari like enjoyment, like medical checkup, because you know the days of him are numbers. Just a few months, we go and relax in Castina or Daura, what we call his village. Because you have to enjoy the last enjoyment now. The last medical checkup, you have to do it, because at the end of the tunnel, no more medical checkup anymore. That's Nigeria for you, because you know the time has come to an end. 8 years old yesterday, now it's completed. So the last medical checkup. What's go up must come down. There's time for everything. Time to burn, time to live,
What's your
time
take
to
on
die.
the Danfo drivers?
See, let me tell you about it. Let me tell you what is happening in Lagos State. Lagos State. Listen, Lagos State, in a layman language, is Nigeria. So majority of Nigeria are in Lagos State, and Lagos State is suffering Nigeria. And the government of Lagos State is APC. They are suffering Nigeria. I see the situation now. Okay, now you are increasing the money that the driver pay to Agboro. At the end of the day, a driver will now go home with maybe 800 naira or 1,000 naira. After I pay with his nose, pay all. Which is, if you fuck up, you will deliver, you pay to Agboro, you will pay to police, you pay to Lasma. How long can you begin to suffer like this? They should be to just go grounded all around Lagos. So the government, the federal, the whole world will know what is happening in Lagos State. That is Jagaba State. And it's not supposed to happen in Jagaba State. A lion that calls himself Jagaba, your state is under the corruptor. Under the corruptor, people are suffering and dying. It's not supposed to be so. So you already rule yourself out of the game.
You already rule yourself out of the game.
Out of the game. Because when you are debating in a situation and your house is motherfucking home, you out of the fucking shit household.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, give them the language.
The language are you and I. 2023.
Give them the language.
The language is Colorado is going to occupy Aso Rock 2023. The Mafioso gang. The gangster us. The youth will take over the situation now in our hand. And now the time has come.
Okay, thank you very much, Oluwawan. I have a Mazi. Good morning, Mazi.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Good morning, viewers. I want to announce to you that one of our most important viewers on this platform, she's an Igbo woman. They live in Belize. Her husband died. Over time, he was sick, but he couldn't make it. May his soul rest in peace. I mean, Sister Lizzie's, that is Grace Favor of Belize. Grace Favor now, you should know her. Her husband died in Belize. Wow. So, may his soul rest in peace. Then, our reviewer, one of our reviewers here, Mr. Samuel, is doing his wedding, marriage, Ebankuwai, both traditional and white one, comes 26 November. All road leads to Ketu, my 12. We are going there, Christian. Ebankuwai and Samuel, we must be there. Right. So, good morning, everybody, and stay tuned. We are going to stun you with many bags of information across Nigeria.
Okay, no cause for alarm.
No cause for alarm. That's from the NSA.
Yes, sir.
Mungono say no cause for alarm. Raftres fan Timbechi say alarms everywhere. Alarm in Ibadan. Alarm. Lagos Ibadan Express. Terrorists are there. They killed a motorist. Abducted passengers. Those passengers, little children are there. And these terrorists, they use machetes. Butchering the hostages. Ikpa, machetes. So that you will call your parents and say, give us money, they won't kill us. And they were in Nigerian military uniform, camouflage. Neat, clean one. If you see them, you will think that these are our soldiers. They have come to our rescue. They are securing our highway. It's a lie. They are speaking English in Fulani accents. In Fulani voice, tone. Yes. They marched them into the bush. They started beating, butchering. A girl was exempted. I don't know how, but only God did that work. They separated the girl and said, go. The girl is now the one telling the story of words. What they went through in the bush there, the girl was telling everybody on social media, on the newspaper, one-on-one. Are you listening to me? No cause for alarm, NSA. National Security Danger. National Insecurity Advisor. Not security.
No, National Security Advisor.
No, National Insecurity Advisor. Christian, when he said no cause for alarm. Okay, when you say no cause for alarm, where there is need for alarm, there is a cause for alarm. You are telling Nigerians no cause for alarm. Because the people that are butchering and killing Nigerians are not Igbos. Yes. That's why there should be no cause for alarm. Because the people that are killing and butchering Nigerians are not Amoteku. That is why there should be no cause alarm. But when ESN are stopping Fulani herdsmen, are stopping kidnappers from Sahel countries in Igbo land, there is cause for alarm. They will go into the bush, they will fight ESN, Eastern Security Network, because they are protecting Igbo land with all alacrity, with their energy, their last strength, with their blood. Nigerian soldier has not seen anything good about it. Because Nigerian soldiers, they are mixed with people from Niger, people from Sudan, people from Senegal. So this time around, when ESN are doing work with their heart, from their hearts, Nigerian police is trying to tell you that there is cause for alarm in the East Central states, southeastern Nigeria. Who's the man will go and what? Form a Bubago, another security outfit, to counter ESN, to counter indigenous people of Biafra, people that are working hard to make sure that there is peace in Igbo land. Ebubago will be killing every youth in Olu people, Olu community, Iyala, Uli, Osumohi, Osumohu, Omudan Sumbudi, the whole boys, the whole Igbo boys are what? Exuding from this area into Onitsha, Otuacha, Asaba, Benin. Because of what? Nigerian security forces are killing Igbo youths. In these areas I mentioned now, aforementioned. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
They are killing them there. They are tracking them down, killing them in their various houses. House by house search. Moving house to house. Killing everybody. Under the watch of who? Imo State Governor, Hope Ozodimba. Yes, they are going house from house. Killing everybody. But governor, house to house. Is that local government? Is that local government? The whole youth in is that local government? They are finished. Onweke youth finished. Ichelu youth finished. Abakaleke youth finished. Izambo youth finished. They stretch their tentacles as far as Abugo in Ezagu local government. If they see you, you are tall. You are a boy from Abugo because they used to grow tall. They will mow you down with plate immediately. They will kill you because Omahe formed a Bubago to fight Igbo youths. ESN is the one bringing serenity, calmness, and peace on the eastern land, southeastern Nigeria.
Why would the governor want to kill
his people?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Quest for health, quest for high position, to enthrone himself as what? A king in Igbo land. See, when you win an election in Nigeria, you go Thanksgiving, you go to the church and thank God, so that is an avenue for you to siphon billions. Why should the governor want to kill the people in his community? When a governor is elected in Nigeria, that is one way Trafgato to wealth. They will pay you remuneration, the kind of money they will be giving you, even when you die. Your wife starts collecting. Your children will be collecting money. So don't you know that black man is desperate to make money? Also, Dimba has won an election through Fulani oligarchy. The Fulani oligarchs, his brothers and friends in the north, thwarted and making Hediora's chances, trampled on his head, and what? And kick against the will of the entire Imolites and give it to their boy.
Okay, let's move
the
forward.
Toban Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma is the emir of Imo State. Emir of Imo State is seeing Imo youths dying. Hope Uzodinma is the emir. Emir of Amuma community is killing his kinsmen. Number one victim, Ikonso. Ikonso Nega, your soul must live on and on. May your soul rest in perfect peace wherever you are. Let me tell you, Buhari's link, Fulani links to Igbo land, as I'm talking to you now, the person that is spearheading it is Hope Uzodinma, followed by Omahe. Then, what is the name of that Enugu's governor? Ugwanyi Isiero, to a very big head. A very big-headed governor in Enugu State does not see anything wrong about Fulani herdsmen killing, kidnapping, maiming, massacring of Igbo youths, Igbo men, women, at all costs.
Let's talk about that.
He's not doing anything about it.
Let's talk about
Go to Nsukka. If you stray in Nsukka land, you will be kidnapped. The people that will kidnap you, they will be speaking English in Fulani tone and voice. And that does not stop security alert. because there is security.
The president
Alert.
has left for medical
When
checkup in the UK.
Igbo land is not secured, no cause for alarm. Yes. To be NSA talk, no cause for alarm. Mumugunu said no cause for alarm. While Igbo man is dying, Yoruba man is dying along the Badana Express. Everywhere in a Gonga community. Everywhere in Ondo Forest.
Yes.
Everywhere in Adamawa Forest. Yoruba Highlands. You can't go to those Yoruba Highlands for what? Prayer again. If you go there on fasting and prayer, you're on your own. No cause for alarm. No cause for alarm. See, let me tell you, there are things we read on we are supposed to do. Christian, listen and see. When Nigerians read something that looks, manipulative on the front page of newspaper, what should we do? We match threads to various secretaries across the country. Not only Abuja, Lagos has secretariats. Not only Lagos, Osun State has secretariats at Ogbomoso or Osogbo. We match there and tell them that enough is enough. The people we are seeing or hearing is enough to break this country into two. You people are not competent. Get away from there. But anytime we read something like this, we shrug it off our shoulder. Because there's nothing we can do. We have sold our conscience, all of us. Nobody has conscience again in Nigeria. I did not come here to promote injustice or to favor anybody who is not doing the right thing. No. I turn my back on this statement by NSA, National Security Advisor, to who? To Fulani government, to who? To Aso Rock, to who? To those countries that lie across Sahara Desert. What do you mean? We are not secured, even as I'm talking to you now. Do you know how many camouflage officers arrested last week? They were 10 in number. They put on Nigerian military camouflage. They live among us in Lagos State. They were what? Apprehended by Nigerian police. They apprehended them in Lagos State here. Don't you know that we are sitting on a keg of what? Gunpowder. It can explode anytime. See, they have come. When I study their faces, I know some are from what? Somalia. Some are from Niger. Some are from Sudan. Sudanese, Arab are yellow. They are all fair. You can't see black man there. Where you can see black men in Sudan is Darfur. Southern Darfur are Christians. They are black like you and I. They are Negroes. Sudan, from north, they are not Negroid in appearance. Their hair, no. They are Chua Arabs. They have come to Islamize Nigeria. It is an agenda that Buhari fought for. Anytime Buhari lost the election in the past, he will be crying foul. He will be crying and swearing. He swore and swore in 2011. He swore that if Jonathan could not, if things could not take the shape he wanted, he was going to make Jonathan's regime ungovernable. There will be chaos all over the place. Commotion and the upheaval. From north to south, west, east, everywhere will be boiling. There will be fire on the mountain. That was what he promised us. And let me tell you, there is no cause for alarm. NSA is an empty statement. It's a threat. He should be sacked. Sack him.
I have Mr. Kule. Mr. Kule, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
Yeah, wish you.
Don't forget my...
Yeah, no problem, my brother. Yeah, it's a way.
Let's look at Buhari leaves on medical checkup in the UK.
Oh,
medical checkup.
Man. When I look at how many times our presidents have, abandoned us and fly out to other countries for medical checkup.
Medical checkup.
You see, what medical checkup that you cannot fly those doctors in for them to come and check you there? Check yourself up in your land. How many countries president you see flying all around for medical checkup, looking for what is not lost? We have, effective hands in this country, sound doctors in this country, sound ones. They are all over. They are in the Kenya here. They are in Lagos. They are all over Nigeria. They are in all the regions. Why flying around looking for wasting taxpayers' money? When you look at it, 7 years, it's 8 years. This thing now is spent full 1 year. Full 1 year wasted on medical checkup flying around. I think some people should advise this man. They should advise him.
It comes at a cost.
They should advise him. Your home is boiling. There's instability. governance in this country, in the land now.
Like
You're supposed to be.
the terror
Look
alert.
at the terror alert. A president that's supposed to be on ground to let people to you know,
Be at the top of
cool
the
the
situation.
you know, to cool the tensions of the people about this terror alert. You are flying all around. I totally disagree against that.
Okay,
And that is why I said Nigerian president is more or less the most powerful president in the world, quote and unquote, because he can do anything and go away scot-free on it. The senator there that's supposed to be the watchdog, I mean, they are nowhere to be found.
Because
You
their
know-
voices will be heard more than you and
We
I.
are not hearing any
They
voices.
are representing us.
We are just looking at the silence. We are not hearing any
Is
voices.
it not high time we talk to these guys, these senators and also House of Rep members?
How do you talk to
Identify them
How do you
in your
talk?
constituency
Yes.
and create an awareness.
How do you talk to them? I mean, it's just too late to do that because we don't even really profile who the people we are voting for are. We don't really profile who the senators we are voting for. We are sending. Where are their masters? They are our servants. But how many youths know that one? How many people know that? We sold our, birthright to them. All because of 10 naira, 1,000, 10,000 they are giving out. Handout they are giving out to people. And now the same people will start coming here now that they are suffering, they are doing this, they are doing that. You know, the problem again is the constitution. Constitution we are operating is a deceptive constitution. And the youth fail to realize that. The youth fail to realize that. Once we can get that sorted out, I think life will be more better for the generation to come. But without that constitution, where one general just brought in and say, we people, we Nigerians, you know, agreed to live together. We Nigerians agreed to you know, operate on this consultation without any consultation. But you know, when they said the country, this country is a destiny killer. This country is a destiny killer. A lot of generation destiny has been killed.
Okay.
It's a generational killers.
Let's look at Ifeanyi's son, Davido's son, Ifeanyi.
Davido's son, yeah.
Drowned to death. Drowned to death.
Yeah, ground what?
Drowned to death.
That's Davido's son.
Yeah, Ifeanyi.
Who is the mother of that?
Chioma.
Chioma. This ain't Chioma. What happened? The poolside. They were poolside.
In the banana island.
This is our artist should learn from. The previous incidents. That was what happened to the band son too. The band son too drowned in this, in their pool. In the same
Yesterday afternoon.
That's so terrific, man.
I imagine how
I just feel for the family. They should just accept my condolence and they should always be careful, right? They should always be careful. Because why can you hear that? You leave our whole,
when I heard it this morning, it just spoiled my day.
I don't know.
I said it's too good to be true.
I don't know. I so much love this son, but I care more for him. For he loved the boy a lot. It's so resting.
Many might say that many people have been dying around Davido. So many people might say it's something diabolic. I don't really think it's diabolic.
It's not anybody that's saying that it's out of the sense. You see, that is part of the mentality of the youth. We are saying the mentality of the youth. Average youth. You see now this economic depressed. The sense is not working any longer. He's just tired of. He's just being a bully. He's just being an hater. You see. That is what the bad governance has turned us to. You either be an hater, you either be a bully, you either be, a cultist. You either be anything you want to be. Because you just believe you are no fan. You have no father, you have no mother. And who are the fathers? The government. And who are the mothers? That's, what's it called? Your governors. You have no father. That is in respect of the presidency, and you have no mother, no governor. The local government, you can say it's so.
Nothing is working actually.
Nothing is working. But do we really know our onions?
That's
do we
the problem.
really,
That's the problem.
that we all went to school, we all passed through primary school, we passed through secondary school, but that school did not pass through us. That is just it. Are we asking questions? Do we ask questions? We have just put ourselves on the level of slavery. Yes, they've done it. They are there to oppress us. God. You now start crying that God. You start disturbing God every time. Start disturbing God. What effort have you made?
Let's look at the electoral value of our leaders in the South. Do you think that they have any electoral value?
No,
Or do you
they
think that
don't.
there's a leader in the south, like the Afenifere, they can influence 80% of the Yorubas to vote for a certain person?
Yeah, thank you very much. As
Or the Ohanese?
how many youths, of Yoruba we that even know? How many of them knows that there's a body called Afenifere? How many of the youths in the Igbos even understand the Ohanese? You see,
Or even want to associate themselves?
these men, their time has, expired. Their time, they are just on a, they are on their departures now. They are, majority of them on their departure, and they witness the goodness of this country. And it's quite unfortunate they come in late now to start crying out that because the time that these things were supposed to be done, nobody pays attention to it, right? They were there that time. They were there during Abacha, although some of them fought Abacha. Then some of them now they became political. Then likewise, they have their different AD, AC, ANDC inside there. Yes. So that's why people
don't have any.
They don't have any
influence.
Really. So, yes, as it is now, as we are standing now, there's no influence. We just hear them on pages of newspaper. You flip over, say, okay, this Baba that on departure. We don't really. The time we needed them was. I look at the vibrant leader that if they are still alive today, we should be listening. We will have been listening to. And now, for Christ's sake, and now, and the generation of this youth. I don't know. I was telling somebody we are trending towards a wasted. We are trending towards a wasted generation. I said it there. How there was hula balu. But when I broke it down for them, Mr. Kunle, I didn't know that is what you say. I asked them, Gowon, how old was Gowon when they ruled Nigeria? How old was Obasanjo when they ruled Nigeria? They were all in their early 30s, mid 30s, or late 20s. Now tell me, how many youths here have even climbed to that position of a governor in his 30s?
Governor
in his 30s.
To work in,
have
a better job.
Yeah, better, So where are we now going? Which way, youth?
Okay.
Which way, Nigerian? Which way, Nigerian youth? Which way?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
then about the transporters, about these transporters that you were asking of yesterday. You see, the tax collector, who are the Lagos State, and the taxpayers, who are the transporters. They have
majority stake in the transportation.
Yes. They are a bunch
of. They are fighting themselves.
They are fighting themselves. So that shouldn't concern masses, because when the fight finish, it's the masses that this transporter will still hang on, and with excessive transport fare, and just like Ikeja to your here. Some of them will tell you 400. They fear of 200.
From here to Bega.
I mean, why that? So they are just set of same.
With the hunger and with the frustration, you now trek.
So they are bed of when they should sort out their problem. And government, Lagos State government should desist from all this, unnecessary tax. They are taxing these people. And these transport people, they should repent against it. They should repent for the sake of the masses. Because the way they are charging the masses, unnecessary charges on transport fare, hiking fare. There was a time I had to protest that. Say, everybody, one of us, let's get down of this bus. This is not the right fare we're supposed to pay. This guy is over. And I was just surprised Nigeria could believe, I said, because they've seen it's oppression.
They collaborated. Thank you very much. I have Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix, 2 minutes.
You can't tell me in 2 minutes. I came here early today.
30 minutes. 30 minutes left, so you have time, that's why.
Okay.
Let's talk about, let me look at Buhari leads on medical check-up in the UK.
It's not a new thing. He has been traveling now for medical check-up. So he's using taxpayers' money.
Check-up.
If it's using check-up, is this his personal money?
Can't he do it in Nigeria?
Is this his personal money? It's taxpayers' money now.
He's your president, you voted for him.
I never voted for him.
Nigerians voted for him.
Nigeria voted for him. He's not my president.
He's your president, Mr. Felix.
I said why I'm telling
Who is your president?
My president as of today is Muhammadu Buhari. Immediately he leaves Nigeria, is not my president.
If you leave Nigeria, who's not your president?
The person acting as the president is my president.
Let's not play that. He's still your president. Okay, let's look at no cause for alarm. That's from National Security Advisor. No cause for alarm.
No cause for alarm.
On the U.S. security zero alert.
I'm quite disappointed in the security architects of Nigeria. It takes the foreign body to come and tell them that the house is on fire. So what have they been doing? For an outsider to come to your home and tell you that this is what is happening. That means there are no sincerity in the security apparatus. And it took these security people to begin to travel out, take their citizens outside Nigeria before Nigerian government could wake up. What an insult. What is our Minister of Information doing? He came on air and was saying rubbish. In fact, there is time for us to look at, if we want to bring professionalism into governances, we should look at courses that people do. Our Minister of Information is not dashing the right information to Nigerian citizens. And that is what is affecting late Dora Akuyili. That woman, when Yaradua was sick, this was the woman that came on air and told Nigerian people that our president is sick, but the situation is that it is unbearable, but that they should exercise patience, they will pass the necessary information. And he passed the information, Nigerian citizens, and later when the whole thing, he passed the right information. Dr. Lai Mohammed will not give the Nigerian citizens the right information. And that is what is affecting us. And when you talk, they'll say it's hate speech. And that is not taking us anywhere.
Okay. We look at the Fantastic Five. We have Seyi Makinde, Samuel Otom, Nyesom Wike. We have Abia Okezie Gbazu and Enugu. In the meeting, they have a strategy. I hope there's no cause for alarm on this one.
Hello, sir. I'm a PDP member. I stand to be corrected on this platform. I'm a PDP member. If you see Autumn is
Fantastic Five.
Just hold on now. Autumn is going for Senate. Ikpeazu is going for Senate. The one for Enugu is going for Seyi Makinde is going for second tenure. It's only Wike that is stand alone. I'm going to tell you the truth. The day they are going to do presidential election, the three of them, if they dare tell them that vote this party, don't vote, you will discover they will not win the election. All what they are just doing, they are just camouflaging. They are dancing around Wike. At the time minute, these people will turn their back against Wike. I am telling you the truth, they will turn their back. Seyi Makinde, wait, Seyi Makinde has forgotten where he started from. Ladoja and Co. We are fighting. And when they fought, they came to agreement and they supported Seyi Makinde. Seyi Makinde has forgotten where he's coming from. And that is actually what is the problem we have. What do I have to say about Wike? Wike is fighting a cause that he wants to hijack the structure. And the structure, the people in the structure are saying no. But Wike should be very, very careful, or else history will judge him. And PDP will not collapse. He's not the first to finance PDP. He will not even be the last to finance PDP. There are a lot of people that have financed PDP. People go to River State, go to Port Harcourt. If if you ever talk against the presidential candidate, you talk you in favor of the presidential guy, Atiku Abubakar, he will kill your business, whatever. We want to damage everything. And that is a man that PDP brought from a local government chairman, a commissioner, a two-time, what do they call it, minister, and a two-time governor of a state. It's unfair now. If you are digging a grave, listen, if a man is digging a grave to put somebody, you should remember that you should dig two graves. If the other person fall inside, remember that one day he himself will fall in his own grave. That's my humble take.
Thank you very much. I have Mazi. Mazi, good morning. Yes.
Mr. Chris, this is me, aka Akparakpa, one of you here. Waba, ABA, Aba, Eyimba.
Mr. Wamba, we don't have much time.
So, what do you mean they talk like this?
Davido lost his only son.
In short, I won't blame the family of Davido. I'm blaming Chioma. That Chioma is very, very useless. When others are protecting their children, she's making her painting, following the video up and down. The only eye where they use the zero, they use and play for there. Let me tell you, madam, your condition will be terminated in that family. The little eye where you get, use and play, where they make up. Kangwagi, among the Igbo girls, there will be the foolishness one. Why? The eye where he born, the only picking where he gets for the video, where we say he go off for hand. Go out as egg, he live and make it go down inside swimming pool. It be muku. Opportunity.
They left the child with housemaid.
Opportunity come but once. The video is a star. He's already mad. You that come across with her need to at least guide the egg that God gave to you. And use that egg to play. I'm sorry. But for those who kill that boy, you can never be well with them. Those who kill that boy, who kill that Ifeanyi, whoever they come from, wherever they can, witches or wizards, I don't care to know. That's awful. Hence, God of Igbo people is concerned. That people who kill that boy, in short, no crying of baby will be coming in their life and in the family in Jesus' name.
Are you saying it's not natural?
It's not natural.
It is swimming pool.
It's not natural. What I mean is this. It's not natural. Are you telling me it was only that girl? That house girl is in that house. It's only no security that see that boy when playing to that swimming pool. What are you telling me? They kill that boy. Anybody that's hand is in that killing of that small boy, that small Ifeanyi, he can never be well with that family. I don't care to know. And they have the more gut and kill that boy. He can never with. In short, I call that family. They kill that boy. They kill him because it's Igbo woman that born. It's Igbo woman that born the boy. He can never be well with that family that kill that boy.
They must be in a state of mourning now. Even the lady herself.
I don't need to tell sorry to that girl, Chioma. I don't need to tell her sorry because, hello, sir, I know what I'm saying. Somebody who is fighting with evil spirits. We know use two hands, we use long spoon. Yes. The video is a star. Some girls, witches and wizards are following her. Anyone that have baby for him, we hold that baby very well. But you use your own to do gambling. You can. I don't want to curse you, but let you and your God judge. Because you people use that boy to play. Because his name Igbo, Ifeanyi. That's why they monitor and terminate that boy.
So he died in a swimming pool.
Oga, forget about dying in a swimming pool. Don't go there. Oga, let me tell you something. A Canaan man will not understand the things of spirit. They know how they program that boy for that swimming pool. They kill that boy. They kill him. That is how Hope Uzodimma is doing in Imo State. Hope Uzodimma is there killing Imo youth. But let him remember that he was not the founder of Imo. After all, he was born in Imo, but he was not the founder of Imo. The God of our land, the God of our forefathers, Amadio, who is moving, is watching him. Let him keep on killing Imo youth, you boys. At the end of the day, we will know. That's what to cope of gravity. Whatever that go up must only come down. It must come down one day. Let him keep on being busy. Killing Igbos, killing the youth in Imo State. Every time they keep using Fulani herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, Nigerian soldiers, and killing us in Imo State. Let him be doing that. But let me tell him, whatever that goes up must only come down.
Okay, let's look at Buhari lives on medical checkup in the UK.
Okay? Buhari lives in medical checkup in UK. One blind man is leading blind man. They will find themselves inside lagoon. One blind man is leading blind man. Definitely they will find themselves inside the express and motor will kill them. Buhari, when he entered as a Nigerian president, he spent 2 years in abroad for medical checkup. He's using Nigerian money. And they are using the opportunity to carry our money down to other foreign countries. And you are telling me, now you know there's no time for him. You know there's no time for him. Now he wants to use the opportunity to pick the remaining one left down there and telling us that is going there for checkup. I don't want to curse him. The God of our land, we fight him. And fight all of them who is doing the plan. Using the trick to pack our money down to foreign country. They are burning money. Issue of resigning Naira note. Why in this time? But let me tell them, they should have it in mind. Whatever they are doing, let me tell them something. You cannot hold a child property and raise up your hand. When your hand begins to pain you, you will bring your hand down, and the child will collect what belongs to him.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No. That's other thing that look at these 4 fools. Look at this about 5 fools. You guys can see them now. You are watching them. You are seeing them. The governor who call themselves, they're from Eastern land. Look at Wike there. Umar he said, what is it called? Malam he said, Walai. During the primary, he said to Wike, Walai, I step and down for my brother. Wike is still moving up and down, using River State money to begin giving other states. And forget where he come from. Look at David Umar. All of them, they left, their house is on fire, and they are pursuing rats. Their house is on fire, and they are pursuing rats. Look at Governor of Enugu State. He's there. Ifeanyi. Look at all of them fools. I was a Malam. Malam that are kneeling down to peace. Malam that are kneeling down to wee is within their brain. Look at them, all of them. They are fooling themselves. But what I'm trying to tell them, let them go. If you sit for your house and go out for a party, definitely you will come back and meet a bunch of fly. And you cannot fail. You will meet a bunch of fly. So let them be spending that money, using the money to support youth. They are using the money to be waiting for campaign, using the money for their own selfish interest. Where is what is he called? Uzokalo. Where is him now? Uzokalo. He went in Kuja prison as a senator and he's still receiving his salary. Where is he done? Is it Abia State? Go to Abia State. Abia State remain no road to move, nowhere to follow. They are moving up and down, spending our money, and they are telling me Nigeria will be okay. Don't they will fire them fire? Security alert. Christian, you are provoking me this morning. Security alert. UK, USA is telling us something is going wrong. And look at, there is issue on ground about security. About the expressway. UK is telling you that there was alarm that should be careful, Nigerian people. Mugu mungunu. They are telling us like nothing like that. They talk, say nothing like that. Go for the expressway. They kidnap motorists, kill the driver, kidnap all the passengers. Some of them is killing. What idiot? Some of them are still demanding ransom. You are telling me there's no class alarm for security in this nation. Don't they will fire all of you. I know why they tell all of you old road fools. Una don't go race. Una want to use our blood. Youth blood. You can never be well with una. We dey let una know say that you wanna know. We don't know about una. We dey vex that una. And they pity for some youth when don't know their brain, when don't get sense. When they follow these old people. Don't go follow all of them when they follow them.
Thank you very much, Mwaba. Thank you.
See moto, Look at Lagos at the best.
I know.
Get at the best.
Me at the best.
You don't understand.
At the best.
At the best. I swear.
At the best, Basu.
Get to them for Lagos. No moto. What happened? National Union people. Then they collect money. I go there for they collect money past us where game moto. They collect money past people where they suffer the stubbornness. I go there they collect. I know that against Sabro because Sabro no say no way for them. The little opportunity where they get, now they find they collect. But when they let them say, even they kill us, we they kill ourselves. You don't better. You don't good. The Afghans say they want go. They say make you not go. Or you do the country way. They don't do the country way. Which one would they? Give us the Afghans, not give us. Give us better leader. When not give us. Which one are they? Go police all of them. All the old food go police all of them there.
Thank you very much. I have Mwaba. Thank you, Mwaba. I have Mr. Samuel. Good morning, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah, Christian, good morning.
Happy New Month, Mr. Samuel.
Yes, same to you guys.
Mr. Samuel is having his wedding on the 26th of November,
Yes, November.
2022. Yes, yes, on the 26th of November 2022. We'll be there. That is on a Saturday
Yes, on the Saturday, last Saturday of the month.
of the month. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's start. Our leaders, let's assess their electoral value in real terms.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, viewers at home. My name is Samuel. So, Mr. Christian, assessing electoral value in what
Because
sense?
most of them, they go visit this leader, that leader, that leader. At this point in time, do they have any electoral value that they can? They have people that can influence, towards the election.
Well, let me use the words from one of my scholars. He said that integrity is not complete until there's consistency. Now, the system has intentionally impoverished the people psychologically, educationally, financially, in terms of critical thinking and evaluation. So, when they meet
Critical thinking and evaluation.
yes,
that is enormous.
yeah, you can be educated, but you don't have the capacity to think critically. So that's why when you engage an average university graduate in Nigeria, they probably don't understand some things that ordinarily they should have known based on logic or based on critical
So
evaluation.
you ask somebody, what do you mean? What do you understand by the word stay of execution? Ask a graduate, they might not be able to.
No, that's even too complex. When you ask somebody that, I've seen graduates with master's degree telling you that, Edo is Igbo. Yeah, I mean, no one. In fact, somebody said, Benue, Hausa. Benue, Hausa, Edo, Igbo, Bayelsa, Igbo. So people don't even know their state and capital. People don't understand the ethnic group in Nigeria. So when you have the majority, that's the educated ones. So when you now have a system that people are so poor, so what they do, the politicians just meet some of these leaders and use money politics and tribal sentiment or religious sentiment, buy them off. So those will just gather some people that are very hungry, market women, either through church or mosque, and says, come on, my people, this is where we are going. Even if the person they want to pick is the worst, is a deaf, he doesn't know his left from his right, like what was seen in Nigeria in 2014. Whereby the presidential candidate cannot even mention the name of his vice publicly. Internet don't lie. So just like what we're seeing now, even if your head is shaking, your hand is shaking, you will tell us you're going to recruit 50 million youth. Oh, later it was 5 million youth. Oh, later, eat corn, cassava. I mean, I'm not mentioning anybody. I want to stick to the topic. So you see people gallivate around those kind of candidates. So even if you're using walking stick and you're almost spitting saliva from your mouth, I mean, it's Nigeria, anything goes. So the leaders, the traditional, or whatever so-called, I don't know how they make their position, will still campaign for you because they have price. Definitely because the electoral value lies in the masses that they've impoverished. So that is why they are doing so many things, because they know a reasonable number will not follow the voice of critical reasoning and superior engagement. So that is why you see a candidate can say anything, and you see educated people coming in public to defend it. And that's why you hear people say, oh, it's a mistake, oh, slip of tongue. I told somebody that we will have consistent slip of tongue from some candidates because they were meant to keep having slips of tongue. When you have incoherence in terms of your logical expression, you will keep having slip of tongue. So what do you get?
Okay, let's look at why leads for medical checkup. I was looking at the word medical checkup. Why travel to UK for just medical checkup?
Because there's no hospital in Nigeria. It's common sense. Have you heard the Prime Minister of the UK or the US President coming to Nigeria?
No. What you said, there's no hospital.
There's no hospital in Nigeria. Needs to go to where there's hospital. It's common sense. Because what you have is a death bed called hospitals. And that's why the doctors practicing there and the nurses have to go to where they can practice actually. That's why they're going to UK. And see, there are things that you don't need anybody. You can go and die there if you want to. They can give you paracetamol and give you some basic injection, or you use agba and a native doctor. It's okay. But the truth is, there are no functioning hospital in the terms of having functioning.
The vice president went to Atikeja. He did
some minor operation that me and you if you do after we do medical course for 1 year. If you want to do anything major, then go fly am.
Okay.
You can't do major. There are things you want to do in Nigeria. Me and you know. They know they can't do it in this part of the world. In fact, you don't need to be a politician. Normal businessmen that have money fly their relations overseas. Because there are major... they, you can't do anything major in Nigeria. Even the minor, you can see die.
Okay, let's look at no cause for alarm. That is from the NSA, National Security Advisor, on the U.S. terror alert. No cause for alarm.
Obviously, there's always no cause for alarm. Boko Haram has been technically defeated. According to Lai Mohammed, I think that storyline came up around 2027, if I'm not wrong, 2017, 2018. So what did we get subsequently? The Air Force jet was shot. Then it was not Boko Haram, it was bandits. So we keep using semantics, synonyms, to touch a set of people that metamorphosed into different strands, which is okay. Then subsequently, what do we get? Everywhere is safe and secured. Then what happened? The presidential convoy was attacked. It's okay. So what did we get from the office of the Inspector General and even the director of the DSS? The DSS is at the top of his job, and they are liaising with other security agencies to keep the country safe. It's okay. It is well. So what do I expect them to do? Do everything within your capacity to keep you in office, maintain the status quo. As long as you can eat you and fly your children overseas, use a good escort. It's also online that an Assistant Inspector General of Police was killed in his car. Is online.
Yeah.
I mean, you work in the media. Yeah. So, but prior to that time, the news, the news that was circulating was like everywhere is secured and peaceful. It's okay. Subsequently, the Guards Brigade of the presidential convoy was attacked in Abuja, and a captain was killed. Subsequently, there was an attack on the Defense Academy in Kaduna. It is okay. Are we not safe? We are people. We've always been safe. So what do I expect them to say? Nigeria is in safe hands, and the security and lives of property is safe. Is this not a symptom of a safe nation?
Live in fear.
You will live in fear now when you know that they are lying and you can die at any time. How won't you live in fear? But the political statement will make you feel that everything is working fine and everywhere is safe. That's an heresy.
Okay,
that's a
lie. The fantastic fight. We have Wike, Shemakinde, Autumn, Okeze Pazo, and Ifeanyi of Enugu. I don't know what they are up to, but I believe that they have a stand that they would not support the chairmanship of IU. How far can they take this?
As much as they can. Politicians will always play politics. So I'm not disappointed because Atiku too would have done the same thing. If you have a southern president, a southern chairman, a southern campaign director. Tambuwa is the campaign director of Atiku. Atiku is the presidential candidate, northwest, northeast. The chairman is from the north central. So where does equity, fairness, and justice? And they so make noise about this unifier. It's not unifying shit. It's an ethnic bigot that has taken a stand. He's got home goal by talking about the profiling of Fulani rather than creating a condolence for the lives of the people that have been lost. You see, when we come to podium to argue, we don't do it as a roadside analysis. We do it based on full information substantiated by data and information. When the Biafran Civil War was used as a toga to term as the Igbo coup, is that not profiling of the whole Igbo ethnic group? Was there a point all Igbos generalized to be part of the coup? Let's even assume that those boys in the military planned those coup. But what did the media and the Nigerian sentiment push ahead on board to everybody? It was termed as the Igbo coup. But the fact remains that there was never a time in history, I've not read about that, maybe you can tell me or anybody, maybe our viewers at home can teach me history, that the Igbo generalized in making a unanimous decision to participate consciously or subconsciously in the coup. But we live in a country whereby it was termed as Igbo coup. We also had a situation whereby the Niger Delta militants was used as a toga for everybody in the Niger Delta region. It wasn't the people of the Niger Delta that all participated to be used to the activities of some few that are enjoying from the system. Maybe if they say I don't carry gun now for run by Jeep. Yes, no. So, but what did it? We all kept quiet and the system elevated it. So when a group of people identified by a trade as well as their activities, majorly by the Fulani ethnic group, is now termed as Fulani terrorists, Atiku Abubakar, an ethnic bigot. I'm saying it in public. They should share. Yes, decided to allow logic stand on his head, playing the principle of double standard and hypocrisy, pretended as if it's the first time such profiling will happen to a group of people or an ethnic group in Nigeria. He's hardly, maybe he's probably on cheap drug. He should go back and read history. Until if we want to create the record straight, we'll create it straight from the origin. Because an injustice to one, if not curtailed, will definitely be an injustice to all. So it is not the first time. It has come to stay. What I have known is the Fulani terrorists that have been terrorizing Nigeria is also in the Middle Belt and in other parts of the country. So you can now debate if they are from Fulani in Niger or they are from Fulani Mali. Our immigration will tell us that. The only thing we will know is they are all Fulani. Is that not wise?
Okay, let's look at there's this the issue on the Danfo driver strike, 7-day strike. Somebody is making an argument that they are part of the system, yet they are striking.
Okay, now there's a way you can be part of the system, and the system at the point will have a way of hunting you down. There was a journalist that interviewed Atiku Abubakar and President Muhammadu Buhari, and from the analysis online, I won't mention the name. The journalist was somehow biased. We all know. Years later, the journalist, is it because the only mother was killed by bandits? The journalist came out to YouTube, social media, and started crying wolf. People now said, you forgotten when you were playing double standard and you were unprofessional in your journalistic tendencies in the presidential debate. It was public. So people now dragged her. Sorry, people dragged the journalists on social media. So there are also some other journalists and a mushroom group now that are also elevating the system. Time shall tell. Patience and silence is a tool to curb injustice, because an injustice that is sustained now will definitely turn around. Now, the Danfo drivers, consciously or subconsciously, have elevated the political system that has consciously over time been against the majority of the people. But what did they say? Because the system now feels is a norm, now did the same thing by unnecessary extortion, beating, using of violence, because they feel they have another group that can be used against them. So what did they do? They are striking. They should keep on with the strike. This is the system that wants to be replicated in other parts of the country, even to the federal level. Can't you see the goods road that Lagos has, free flow of traffic, rail stations, the seas are working, the ferries are working. What a wonderful system we have. So what are we not going to clap? They can go to strike as much as they can, because the truth still remains that an injustice you don't curtail you're part of will consciously haunt you, if not you directly, your children or your future generation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Madu.
Yes.
Tell us once again your wedding.
Yes, my wedding anniversary will be coming up on the 26th of November, 2022. That's the last Saturday of this month.
Yes,
so
our brother.
Wish me well in whichever way you can. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, his wedding is coming up on the 26th of November. So let's do well to wish him well. Send a shout out. Send a shout out to him. We pray that he does that successfully, and more blessings from God. Okay. Let's get responses from one of our viewers this morning. Click on the link so that we can have you contribute to the program this morning. Yes. Mr. Odezechima, good morning, Odezechima. Yes, you have the floor this morning. Yes, I can see you. Yes, you can contribute to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Good morning to the entire Flip TV and the reviewers out there. First of all, I must stand with extending my condolence to the entire delegates for the loss of their precious son. It's quite unfortunate and a sad one indeed to hear this morning about the passing away of this little innocent boy. But there's one thing to this issue. I urge Davido, even if Davido is not interested, Chioma and the family, they should dig deep about the death of this guy. Everybody that is present in that house when this boy gave ghost should be arrested with immediate effect, taken to the DSS and subject them to serious interrogation. If there is a CCTV camera around there, it should be looked into and know exactly why this thing happened. Because from my own part, I don't think this is ordinary. It's not ordinary negligence. There must be something That is apart from negligence from this issue. That one aside. You know, coming to the second topic I want to contribute. Many people came here this morning, both the reviewers and the people that are in the comment section. They are making stigmatization about the traveling of Mr. Buhari on a medical trip. Unfortunately, most of them are the same people that are rooting in for Mr. Jagaban, Mr. Tinubu to come into power. Now, before Buhari came into power, nobody knew that Buhari was sick. Buhari was, throughout his campaign, Buhari was very, very agile and okay, which I noticed, and other people noticed. But unfortunately, when Buhari got into power, he began to have this sickness and was now, since he came into power, he has gone to medical trip countless times, leaving his duties behind. Now, Tinubu is already, even before getting into office, he's giving us red flag. The handwriting is there on the wall. He's telling the whole world, I'm sick, I'm sick. Even before this campaign started, even during this campaign, Tinubu have been getting from Nigeria to France, from France to England, from England to here on a medical trip. Now, if you are here, listen to this voice message, and you are supporting Tinubu to come into office, and you are telling Buhari that what he's doing is wrong, you are a big sycophant and a very stupid person. That is simple and clear. There's no difference between Buhari and Jagaban. If you are working for Jagaban to come into office and you're criticizing Buhari, you're a sycophant. That means you're not a sincere person. Buhari might even be better than this man I'm seeing, this sick man. If you watching at Buhari and Tinubu, you will know that even Buhari is even physically fit and internally fit than Jagaban. Jagaban is already he's a half man. That is simple truth, and that comes with age. You cannot go away from it. When I reach his age,
okay,
it will come to me also. That is age. You cannot deny it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
He's sick. He's leave the office for the young person that is ready to work for Nigeria. That is in the name of Mr. Peter Obi. That everybody is seeing that is physically and mentally okay. Man that can stand and quote figures offhand without looking at paper, without looking at computer. That is the kind of president that we see around the world right now. Go to Finland, go to Sweden, completely.
Thank you very much, Mr. Odedishima, for your contribution this morning. Yes, we'll try as much as we can to manage the time, because our data, what we spend on data is enormous and is biting on our expenses. Please, we have 1 hour 30 minutes for the program, and we'd like to appeal to those that are online that want to speak that we'll carve out time between 1 hour 30 minutes for you to be part of the program. We're very sorry if you're not going to speak this morning. I'll say thank you very much for being part of the program. Please click on the like button so that we can have money to other people. I'm once again saying a happy new month. God bless you all. I'm Christian Chuku. Thank you, Mr. Agwebo Imafidon. Thank you for everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. God bless.